Thank you for coming back to the show. You're one of my favorite people, so thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Do you know Jesse? You've met Jesse Eisenberg?
I have met him.
Yeah. I have something. You have a big announcement today because you know you did the documentary. There was a documentary that Martin Scorsese did about you on HBO, but now you are doing a series on Netflix with Martin Scorsese. That's amazing. I cannot wait for this. Now this is a big deal. I am your number one fan. I am going to watch. What is the? Do you have a title? Do you have a title?
We have a title, but for some reason I have been told, do not say the title. So I'm not going to say the title. I don't know why. That's
interesting because I want to talk about that show, and yet we can't talk about the show.
No.
Is your name in the show?
No.
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 Wow. Because I would think your name would be great to have in the show, but it's not.
Well, I thought of the title, so.
You know what it is?
I know what it is.
Can you say what it's about? Or can you say when it's airing?
No, I cannot say when it's airing. No, not because.
I mean, why even have?
Not because I'm not allowed.
What the hell? What can we talk about? This is insane.
Not because I'm not allowed to say when it's airing, but because it's not finished.
Oh.
So it will air, I assume, when it's finished, but finishing it is not up to me.
No.
It's up to Marty.
It's up to Marty.
Yes.
You guys are friends. And he gets together and he goes, hey, let's just do a series. And is it based on just what?
It is, it's basically about New York.
Yeah.
So lots of it is Marty talking to me, interviewing me.
Yeah.
It's not only about New York. Interviewing me on different subjects, many of which are New York.
And he just wants to know your theory, your take on things.
Yes. Well, take is one way of putting it. And then...
Well, there's probably other ways of putting it as well, but yeah.
And that's also me walking around New York, noticing things.
But how are you and Martin Scorsese walking around New York City?
No, Marty doesn't walk around with me. He suggested that it would be a good idea. I suggested it would be a very bad idea.
So is he directing you from a remote vehicle?
Yes.
How did I guess that? That's amazing. See, this is amazing. I cannot wait for this. So we don't know the title. We don't know when it's out, but we cannot wait to see it. Wow, this is it's just a mystery. It's a shroud of mystery, and it's beautiful. It's a fun thing. I do like to hear your thoughts on different things. And I was talking to you backstage, and you were telling me that you recently got out of the subway. Was it Lincoln Center?
Yes. Yeah, this is a lot of what this unnamed show is about.
Yeah.
Because I've always walked around all the time, and I've always noticed things, and other people also used to notice things, but then everyone but me got a phone. And so now everybody is just looking at the phone, and they bequeath the entire city to me. They're basically saying, Fran, it's all yours. You notice.
You're the only person paying attention in this city,
right. So
not looking at your phone.
Right, so you can notice it. So I came out of the subway. I was going to Lincoln Center. I came out on the wrong side, i.e. on the opposite side from Lincoln Center, like 67th Street and Broadway.
Yeah.
And while I was waiting for the light to change, something I do, I noticed that on this, what really is a traffic island, there were a few chairs and tables. This is something Bloomberg started, where he started sprinkling knickknacks throughout the city.
Not knickknacks, it's a table and chairs.
In the middle of Broadway. And when he first started doing this, people, in New York thought, no one is going to ever sit there, but we were wrong.
I mean, can you imagine people are sitting there? It's a popular thing.
I know. And so there are people sitting there. There's like a couple little tables, a couple little chairs. People are sitting there looking at their phones. I then turn around. I notice there's a sign. And the sign says Richard Tucker Park. Now, Richard Tucker was an opera singer, but you knew that.
Duh, yeah. Hello. Dick Tucker? Yeah, we know.
And...
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So you're probably on your way to Lincoln Center notice this, too.
Yeah.
So, and then I thought, well, this is actually, of course, not a park. It's a traffic island. It's as big as this desk. The entire thing is big.
That's his park.
That's the whole park. Richard Tucker Park. That's the whole park.
Yeah, sure.
With
nice.
a few tables and chairs.
Opera. That's where you go see an opera. It's good.
And the sign has, of course, rules.
Of the park.
Yes, the rules of the park. So I looked to see what the rules of the park was. The first one, of course, was no smoking, because who would want to taint this pristine air that's in the middle of 8 lanes of traffic?
The fresh air of 2 lanes or 8 lanes of traffic.
Yes,
Exhaust, yeah.
Right. So the buses, the trucks, the car. That's nothing. This no smoke.
No smoking.
I knew that it was going to say that, and I don't remember the exact order, and I don't remember all the other ones, because as soon as I got to no barbecuing, I was stopped. So you cannot barbecue there.
I think there's a lot of barbecuing going outside Lincoln Center.
Well, not anymore, because now there's against the law. So
Of course, yeah. I break the
there
rules.
might have been. So
If you could sneak a hibachi in there.
So now you cannot barbecue there. So all the people who apparently could never think to go to the opera without a couple of hot dogs first,
They cannot do that
They cannot
anymore.
do that.
Are these types of things going to be what the show may or may not be about? When it may or may not air?
it will eventually air.
Yes, it
I mean,
will
I
air.
assume it will.
Yes, of course it will.
I mean, Marty has to finish it, is the thing.
Yes.
It eventually will be on.
I love you.
I will never see it because I don't have Netflix.
What are you talking about?
Because
No. You have to.
You need,
why
like,
are
a-
you refusing to do? You have a phone. You don't want this stuff in your life.
I do not.
You don't want it. But
No.
but you're on it.
So what? I mean,
Yeah, but isn't it fun to do? Would you ever?
you watch yourself?
This is not a lie detector, right?
All right.
I don't really know. I don't watch myself. But I'm happy that I'm available. I like knowing that I'm available.
Right.
That if I felt like watching myself,
That you could.
sure, I could. Yeah, or I can get
This
it.
is one of the differences between us. Otherwise, we're exactly the same.
I was gonna say, or I could get a mirror. Yeah, but I do like. I don't really. But I don't watch myself. But I like watching you, and so in
You
order.
have Netflix. You could watch me.
But I'm watching you now.
Okay, so if that's sufficient, don't watch me.
All right. Well, I will stop watching you now, and look forward to watching you in the future. Fran Lebowitz, thank you very much for being here. Sorry about that. Go for it. Fran Lebowitz.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.